Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, GMB Today. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. ITV never airs one particular episode of The Chase, an expert has revealed. The 52-year-old from Kent has watched more than 2,000 episodes of the show, hosted by Bradley Walsh, since 2009. Keeping an eagle eye on the program for well over a decade, the expert has detailed accounts of each episode, from the contestant and chaser's answering accuracy, the overall prize pots, and speed in the final chase. However, there is one episode he cannot find the stats on. In 2013, as part of a charity special, ITV News presenters Matt Barbitt, Charlene White, Romilly Weeks, and Alastair Stewart were invited onto the program. But the episode has never been repeated, according to the expert. He said, occasionally they have an episode which isn't part of the regular production. Most of the episodes fall into the daytime series or the celebrity series, but the Text Santa episode was a standalone, and that's why it's never been repeated. It had all the Text Santa logos and phone numbers all over it, telling you how you could text in, so they would need to do a bit of work to pixelate various parts of that. The expert added to Mail Online, there was a previous Text Santa episode, but I think that one was just part of the regular series, so that one has been repeated on Challenge and so on. The superfan only started collecting data from the program in 2016, 2 years after he first started watching it. It's possibly over 1,000 episodes that I hadn't documented that I then had to go back and watch. So that was obviously quite a time-consuming thing to do. But at that stage, I was into the project and I was quite happy to watch them all. A renowned expert on The Chase, the superfan has managed to sit in the studio audience on 3 occasions to watch filming. He explained how the 48-minute program that viewers see on screen is cut down from more than 3 hours of footage. There's little things. When Bradley first chats to the contestant, that's a lot longer than they ever edit for TV. When he's asking the questions, he's at a podium, but when you do the next bit at the table, the podium is not in the shot anymore. So there's little things they have to do to rearrange the set. He also shared that both contestants or audience members can challenge an answer if they believe it is incorrect and take it to an independent adjudicator. The expert said, sometimes it'll happen in a cash builder and sometimes it'll happen at the end. There will be a slight pause where Brad is waiting for the adjudicator to verify whether an answer came in time or not. For years, The Chase has thrilled millions across Britain with high-stakes trivia, witty banter, and the ever-dreaded final chase. But behind the scenes, one episode never saw the light of day. A bizarre, chaotic recording so controversial that ITV bosses locked it in the archives under digital lock and key. Or so the rumors claimed, until a mysterious Reddit thread leaked a grainy behind-the-scenes clip reigniting curiosity about the lost episode. It all happened during a routine Tuesday taping in 2018. The lineup seemed ordinary: a retired school teacher from Devon, a fitness coach from Liverpool, a pub quiz regular from Essex, and most memorably, a sharply dressed mystery contestant named Felix, who introduced himself with only a smirk and a one-word occupation: strategist. From the start, things felt off. Bradley Walsh, known for his charm and unwavering composure, stumbled over his lines more than once. The auto-cue flickered, lights briefly dimmed, and Felix seemed to know every answer before Bradley had even asked the questions. The chaser that day was Mark, the Beast Lavitt, and for the first time in over a decade, he appeared rattled. By the halfway mark, Felix had banked an eye-watering £100,000 in his solo chase, earning gasps from the studio audience and a whispered, "Is this guy real?" from the production crew. Mark narrowed his eyes. "Have we met before?" he asked, voice low. "Not in this life," Felix answered cryptically. The producers halted filming twice, citing technical issues, but insiders say it was something else. The question bank had been mysteriously altered. Classic questions about British geography and pop culture were swapped for obscure codes, Cold War trivia, and riddles in Latin. The strangest moment came when Felix interrupted the host to correct a question's phrasing, citing the original 1978 edition of a rare academic journal correctly. When it came to the final chase, Felix was left alone with the full £100,000. Mark, visibly agitated, leaned forward. "I don't care who you are. You're not beating me." But Felix didn't just beat him. He obliterated the final chase with 26 correct answers in 2 minutes. Mark couldn't even catch up. What happened next was why the episode was never aired. As confetti rained down, Felix leaned into the camera and whispered something that never made it to public ears. A few crew members swore they heard him say, "The game is bigger than you think. This is only the beginning." He then walked off set, never to be seen again. ITV pulled the episode from the schedule without explanation. Staff were made to sign NDAs, and Bradley later joked about it on Loose Women, calling it the strangest hour of my telly career. But the legend lives on in whispers, Reddit threads, and pub quiz debates. Who was Felix? How did he know every answer? And why is ITV still so desperate to bury the footage? Maybe one day the lost episode will be leaked. Until then, it remains one of British television's most tantalizing mysteries.